Hello. Today I would like to record a follow-up on demo number 3 that I recorded yesterday, where we went all the way from an issue to the final MR with the help of our TARS Slack bot. Today, when that MR was ready, I click tested the result. I figured some gaps. So today, one day after I did this, I would like to follow up on this with the bot and see what we can do about this. So let's get to our Slack. Here's the thread that we had where we left our TARS. So I figured that was the gap there, right? But then TARS told me that, okay, the issue is already existing. This is the issue that was supposed to be closed by that merge request that we pushed, but I'm still not sure. I would like to address that problem with the missing coverage in the component. So I composed this message where I actually explained TARS that, well, I'm not sure we did all the good job that we were supposed to. So we have stories, not all stories covered, and I've noticed that we do not. When we log actions in stories that do log that action, we do not follow the signature of the actual event in the component. So I would like to write in the actions tab. Where is it? So write in the actions tab. Oh, it's not running the storybook now, but I would like to, and whenever we emit an event, I would like to see the parameters in the event to match those of the actual component. That to just have clear understanding of how the component. So that's what I'm explaining to TARS, and then I'm asking what is his take, whether we need to create a new issue, whether we can create a new MR and just link to the existing issue. I have no idea what will happen now. So let's just check this out. So I'm asking, do you think we need to create a new issue and then implement it, or should we keep the existing one and just push a new MR? So let's see how it works. TARS is thinking. I'm genuinely curious to see whether it will pick up. First of all, one day after I left it, and also the whether it will pick up the things. I suppose it will pick up the context because the way this underlying agentic farm, the local one, is built. It preserves every every conversation. So all the context is there with all the handouts and things like this. So TARS is saying, good question. I would keep the existing issue and open a new MR against it. Here's the reason. The work you're describing. Bum, 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 bum. Yes. Okay. The only reason to open a new issue would be if the original is already closed. No, original is not closed. Let's double check this. It's this issue. So the original is not closed yet. So
okay, let's create a new MR addressing the issues outlined above. In this case, the MR should be reference the original issue. It be assigned to me. If you remember in demo 3, it didn't assign to me automatically for some reason. So assigned to me and be assigned to milestone 18. Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. The same thing. So we can remove this one because I didn't mention TARS. As you remember, yesterday I mentioned that I have to explicitly mention TARS because he doesn't listen to all the messages. That's intentional. That's by design. We don't want it to listen to all of the messages happening in the channels. So let's take a look how it goes. Okay, TARS is pointing, got it. Based on the branch name, rebook actions issue. I'm assuming this is a follow-up to issue number 7. I'll suggest dispatching the full implementation cycle plan, code review, and then ship NMR referencing number 7 assigned to you. Yes, that's the thing. So he technically took the branch name from my local branch. I didn't switch branches after yesterday, so yeah, okay. Let's he will pick the right flow. Oh, actually no, he picked the wrong flow, the default one. Okay, that sounds fine. The difference between the default and ship is that ship doesn't actually push the MR, but the default leaves things on my local machine. So I will have to push the MR later, but we have a dedicated flow for pushing things over the finish line. So it will be just one additional message to TARS away, the end of the default flow, the supposedly successful default flow finish, and the actual merge request on GitLab. So now let's just wait. So we see that the planner is done. 5 steps of the planner came up with 5 steps. Add missing storybook action handlers to the 3 remaining story files. Okay, yes, that sounds about right. So we're back. The coder is done. 3 files changed exactly as requested by the planner. So the code now went to the reviewer. We'll see how it goes. So we've got the new message from TARS. This is an interesting thing. So it says review approved. Important gap. 4 validation checks were not run due to permission restrictions and must pass before the MR is merged. This is interesting. Okay. TARS suggests that shipper. Let's just suppose we don't have access to the file system, which I technically do, but let's ask TARS.
So since we have the approval, I think we can just push VMR, right? Please run the shipper agent as you suggest and create VMR. And then we will see what's in that MR.
So we have only dispatching the shipper to commit the stage changes, push the branch, blah, 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 assigned to you. Yeah, okay, approve. Let's see how far we will get with this one. The underlying agentic system has to be tightened up a bit. I'm a bit concerned about this permission. So 4 validation checks not verified. So it's clear that the commit is happening. Now it's gonna push, and then we will see the merge request. I still don't know what will be in that merge request. So the plan said we need to update the 3 stories, and I'm pretty sure that the approval tool had to be updated as well. So I'm not sure. Okay, so what's this? Branch feed fixed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it just, okay, it output the raw JSON this time. Okay, let's click this merge request and see. So add storybook action handler to all component stories. Wait a second. Oh, look what it did. It actually, since the merge request from yesterday wasn't merged yet. So what it did is it went to that merge request. It identified the merge request by the branch name and just pushed a new commit there. How cool is that? Let's take a look now. So it really updated just 3 files: attachment, chat message, code block. Where is the... There is no approval tool. Okay. So I have to tell TARS.
TARS, this is bizarre, but despite me explicitly mentioning the approval tool, it wasn't updated. Shouldn't we add action for those stories as well? Oops.
This is an interesting thing. So changes commit pushed. Yeah.
Absolutely right. The approval tool was called out by name in the original messaging. Review then even noted it as the reference pattern. It's flipping through it is a clear gap. Yes, you should add action handlers.
Want me to dispatch the default flow?
Yes, please. Dispatch the default flow to cover this gap. After that, we will run the shipper to push the existing MR stars.
Oh, default flow. This is a nice typo. We'll see how this flaw runs. So it does dispatch the default flow to add action. Okay, approve. So let's fast forward a bit. We went through different steps, and I was a bit surprised when the TARS output coder changed 0 files. Then it says the acceptance criteria are fully satisfied in the existing file committed in...
I'm going to the storybook. I'm reloading in the actions. We say deny.
Oh, okay. TARS rightfully so corrects me and says, well, you don't need to do anything, right? So no changes required. The approval tool stories TS file already has complete action. And now we should be good to go because there is nothing new to commit here. And we can just send this for review. It was an interesting experiment. So it was clearly a conversational mode with the TARS bot, where we challenged it, we pointed at the gaps, it went on and it covered those gaps that we had remaining from yesterday. So it was the follow-up on an MR created yesterday. It filled the gaps. Then when we said there is something still missing, so he ran the checks and figured out that no, changes have to be done. So, and it rightfully so didn't do anything. It told me, well, we are done here, we are good, no need to do anything. This is great. And again, remember, it all can be done from a mobile, on the go, anywhere you have access to Slack, or if we do some other integration from any other integrated application service or anything like this.